A two-time fraud offender is headed to prison for up to 40 years. Tanya Clark scammed an Arizona couple out of thousands of dollars to plan their lavish Park City wedding. Clark kept the cash, and this wasn't her first brush with the law. Fox 13's Scott McCain has more from News Control.
Clark was in a similar spot a little over 4 years ago. She'd scammed family and friends out of tens of thousands of dollars by falsely claiming she had cancer. Now, back then, she begged the court for forgiveness and avoided going to prison, but not this time. Tanya Clark will spend this Christmas and probably many more wearing prison stripes.
Obviously, this woman has a history of fraudulent activities.
That was the same conclusion reached earlier this week by a judge who sentenced Clark to hard time on multiple felonies.
Communication fraud, credit card fraud, possession of a stolen credit card number.
This case stems from an Arizona couple who entrusted Clark to plan their wedding at the Canyons Resort. They sent her $28,000 as down payment on a reception for 200 people. But when the couple arrived in town days before their big day, they realized they'd been scammed by Clark.
The suspect then took a stolen credit card from another couple here in Park City and actually reserved the rooms at the Canyon Ski Resort to the tune of $21,000.
What happened to the initial $28,000?
That's unknown at this time.
Police and prosecutors had heard it all before.
I probably do belong in jail, but I really don't want to go.
That was Tanya Clark back in 2006, pleading for mercy before being sentenced in another scam. That time, she stole tens of thousands from friends and neighbors, claiming she needed a bone marrow transplant. A tearful Clark eventually admitted she never had cancer.
I'm haunted by the people that I've hurt. Truly haunted.
Reporter Sally Madison broke the cancer scam story while writing a piece about Tanya's battle with cancer for the South Valley Journal newspaper.
It just makes me sad for her family, her sons especially. I really feel for her boys.
Madison now lives in Phoenix, but says she's kept tabs on Tanya through the internet and isn't surprised by what's happened. We spoke to her by telephone.
I am pleased that the judge put her foot down and gave her a stiff penalty, but I just was shocked at how stiff it is.
Clark was transferred from the Summit County Jail to the custody of the Utah State Prisons on Thursday. Now, the only silver lining in all of this is that the Phoenix couple eventually did have their wedding as planned and without a hitch. The Canyons Resort did see to that, but the couple is still out the money they initially sent to Tanya Clark. In News Control, Scott McCain, Fox 13 News, Utah.